Hey there, my name is David Cheeseman and I'm showing off the very alpha version of the CSGO map, Shifty Maze. So this is a very tight quarter maze designed for, short range weapons and kind of, melee style combat. Kind of looking up and to the right here because that's where my screen is. But let me just give you a quick demo. So, go on ahead and run it. It's going to take a bit of thinking to do because this is a relatively complex map. The one thing that I did notice right away is there's a lot of doors that are controlled by the script, and bots don't know how to handle that, so they'll just run into the wall. So this is not a maze or a map that you want to use if you've got a lot of bots running around. They're just going to walk into a corner and get confused because there's doors that they can't open. Here we go. Loading up all the business. During the warm-up, I'm going to go on ahead and set it up to no clip. You're going to start out in this kind of maze, so SV cheats 1, no clip. This is kind of the bird's eye view of what you're looking at here. So it's a maze, but give it a little bit of time, just a little bit. It's taking its time. There it goes. Boom. The maze changes. It does so every 15 to 30 seconds at random intervals. The whole idea behind this is that the choke points and the avenues and all that are constantly changing throughout the game. So you can't really tell when, or you can't really get a tempo going as to the map. You always have to be thinking on your feet. And this is an example of what the bots do. They just kind of run into walls because it sees this as a door, but this door is locked. Even if I put up a wall here, he'd run around the corner and then he'd probably just run into this wall. They don't understand how to deal with doors that can't be opened, so they just get confused and they kind of run into them. But that's the basic premise of the map. I'll give you a not so bird's eye view of what it looks like standing in the middle of it. So let's go on ahead and get our pistols. There's some things that I have to tweak, like right now, you can stand kind of between the walls, and if they shift while you're standing on the walls, then you will go up with the wall, and then you can kind of do a wall run to skip through a lot of the maze. But kind of have to figure out where you are, and your enemies are going to be trying to run back the same direction, and if they've got a bomb, which I hope to make this playable on all game types. As you can tell, I don't play this game very often. They could go duck into corners. If they're running around in groups, they could easily get split up. The whole 9 yards. This is the basic concept. Right now it's an 8x8 maze. I have made a 16x16 in Left 4 Dead, but I never released it because of the bot issue. And the biggest problem with the bot issue is the zombies wouldn't chase you, and your teammates had a real hard time following you around. I had to set, there's some variables you can set with the player bots to say this is how close you should be to me, and this is no closer than this and no further than this. And I had to basically shrink those into nothing. And even then, the map wasn't that interesting. I'm still tweaking that. I'd like to release a Left 4 Dead map where you're running through a maze that's constantly changing. that has zombies running through it. But for now, I'm just going to release this because multiplayer, you know, people aren't bots. They'll be able to look at a maze and try to figure out how to get around it. And I think it would add an interesting kind of twist to multiplayer gameplay where I could hide around here and then I hear the enemies coming around this way and then I can ambush them. And, but if I'm camping too long, maybe the wall behind me goes down while somebody's strolling behind me and next thing you know I'm dead. Yeah, the bots aren't very smart. They don't know what to do with this map. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this demonstration. I'll start putting release notes up through a buddy of mine that plays this game quite a bit once I have it polished out more. And hope to get your feedback and maybe even some inputs on how to make this much prettier. Anyway, thanks for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video.